Talking to me, we're going to start off rank, first name, last name, and spell it, and then what the unit is, what your role is.
Okay.
Are you ready? Ready. All right.
All right. Good morning. My name is Chief Warrant Officer Jeff Holt. That's H-O-L-T. I'm with 19th Special Forces Group as the Senior Airdrop Warrant Officer for 19th Special Forces Group, and I run the technician parachute rigging facility here for the Utah National Guard.
And you're Chief Warrant Officer too, correct?
That is correct. CW2.
Okay.
Could I have you stand like a little bit back here, because it looks in camera that he's looking.
He's looking way off.
Okay.
That's a lot better right there.
Okay.
All right. You want to start that over?
No,
Okay.
that part's just more of a, hey, we're making lower thirds, so they're never actually going to see it.
Okay.
So,
Holt. H-O-L-T.
Yeah. All right. Give a brief explanation of what your soldiers are doing.
Okay. So with the COVID-19 pandemic, we've been tasked to make masks for the Utah National Guard. Because we are parachute riggers, we have the sewing machines as equipment to repair parachutes, and we have the knowledge because we've been doing it for all of our career. It's just repurposing that equipment and knowledge from patching a parachute to making a mask such as this one.
Right. About how long does it take to make a single mask?
We're trying to get them at 10 minutes per mask. That includes the cutout, the preparations, sewing, and final inspection and being ready to be issued out to the soldier.
And about how many masks are you hoping to eventually produce?
We're hoping to get around 2,000 masks. At this point, that number could increase or decrease depending on what the needs of the state are.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that.
Feel free.
We're planning to get 2,000 masks right now. That number could increase or decrease depending on the needs of the Utah National Guard.
Sorry, make sure it's not making any more beeps. All right. Shoot. Drew a blank on my next question.
On
Yeah.
who's going to get them?
Yeah, the
Okay.
distribution.
So the state G3, or the operations office that makes the plans for the state, will be distributing these out to the units that they determine throughout the state, and this will be for soldiers and technicians of the Utah National Guard.
All right. What do you have to say about your soldiers?
They're great. They're very adaptive. They've done a good job with this, and as with everything, we do a great job.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. I think that's it.
Cool.
Well, all right.
So if I throw one in there, could you say that last part again, but then like restate the question? So instead of starting it with "they're great," could you say "my soldiers are great"?
Okay. My soldiers have done a great job with this. They've got a great set of skills, and they do a great job with the work that they're doing.
Can you say it again to me?
Okay.
It just looks strange when it's when you're looking.
You're not supposed to break the fourth wall, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
You're good.
So our soldiers are doing a great job on this task. With everything they've been given, we always do a good job with limited resources.
Sweet.
All right.
Let's go.
Good?
We're good. Yep.
Cool.
Can we get your rank, first name, last name, and spell it, please?
Great. Yes, my name is Sergeant Joseph Haywood. That is J-O-S-E-P-H. Last name Haywood, H-A-Y-W-O-O-D.
What's your unit?
I'm with the Ford Support Company, 1st Battalion, 19th Special Forces Group.
And what's your job?
I'm a parachute rigger.
All right. Let's start off with what are you doing today?
So we're making masks for the National Guard currently, Utah National Guard. So we're using bedsheet material right now, double-sided, and then making these glorious masks that you see right now. So.
All right. Who are these masks gonna go to?
So these will go to active National Guardsmen currently, people that are working for the state. That's as far as I know. not M-Day soldiers currently, but I think we're actually just starting like the mainline production today. We've been working with different materials, trying different types of masks, and I think we've nailed it down. So.
Okay. So what's the difference between an M-Day soldier and an active National Guard soldier?
So M-Day is like drilling status. Soldiers that are civilians during the weekdays and then come and drill a couple days out of the month. So the active National Guardsmen or AGR or ADOS soldier are on orders, you know, and those individuals are currently like the essential people that are working for the state right now. So that's who we're working to producing these masks for those essential individuals that are still coming to work, for National Guardsmen that need this at home as well, that are active. So.
Okay, so
Yeah.
These masks are for essential personnel for the time being?
For the time being, as far as I'm concerned, I have to go check with my chief. I'm really just the mask maker as well. But yeah, we'll see if distribution goes wider than that. I'm not sure. So, yeah.
How hard is it to make these masks?
It takes, right now we're doing like an assembly line production. And so we have somebody cutting the fabric. We have somebody making a box stitch just like this. And then they turn it inside out after you do the stitching so that, you know, it appears a little bit more professional, looks a little better as you wear it. And then you make pleats. And so usually to get it all sewn up, to hook it up onto the face, you know, from cutting to finished production, it takes probably 10 minutes, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you hoping to get that time down?
Yeah, I mean, some of us have got it down. We've timed ourselves throughout the day. Chief will come over and say, I want you to time the next one. And so we've got it down to about 8 minutes if you're going, you know, speedily. But there's some things that occur that you know, set back the time. We're working with thread cuts. We have to re-thread things, sometimes re-spool things. And so it, give or take a few minutes here and there, you know. So.
So day to day, you're a parachute rigger.
Mm-hmm.
You use. How often do you use this equipment?
This equipment?
And why do you use it
Well, so all the
normally?
So normally we're not even in this building, but usually we have these different types of sewing machines so that we can repair parachute equipment that's damaged. Occasionally it happens. So somebody gets caught on a fence on a jump and the parachute tears, or there's a burn in the parachute, or the suspension lines that hold the jumper up between the chute. And so we use these bad boys to actually fix the parachute and get it back into working condition so that we can use it again. So I don't often deal with this. It's been a while since I've done it, but they're there for a good reason. It's great that we're able to use it not just for normal working hours for repairing parachutes, but to be able to help in this pandemic. I think it's great. We got to utilize all of our efforts to kind of flatten the curve and, you know, help bring safety to the force. So.
Cool. Yeah. Anything else to say? Shout out to your dad. Shout out to your mom.
No. I'm sure they're all doing just fine, and just glad to be here. Glad to be working. Glad to help. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Any more questions?
No.
Awesome, man.
Can you think of anything?
No, it was awesome.
Cool.
Sorry.